Good afternoon, sir. For our subject, Civil Disturbance Management, FSLC Class 23-16, Class Malaga. Group 1 will present our output for the scenario, Papal Visit to Tacloban City. Preparing for a papal visit to Tacloban City requires meticulous planning and coordination to ensure the safety and well-being of the Pope, the public, and all involved. Here's an action plan tailored for his visit. Number 1, pre-planning and assessment. Risk assessment. Identify potential risks and threats such as crowd management, traffic congestion, and security concerns, and develop strategies to mitigate them. Liaison with relevant authorities. Establish communication and collaboration with different agencies such as Bureau of Fire Protection, Tacloban City Police Office, City Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office, Traffic Operations Management Enforcement and Control Office, Tacloban City Rescue Unit, and other health emergency responders, Tacloban City Fire Volunteers, radio communications groups, and event organizers. Site survey. Conduct thorough assessments of the venues where the Pope will be visiting, including churches and public spaces. Resource allocation. Determine the necessary personnel, equipment, and support from other agencies required for various scenarios. Number 2, security and crowd management. Security measures. Develop a comprehensive security plan, including perimeter control, access points, screening procedures, and identification checks. Crowd control. Coordinate with law enforcement to develop crowd management strategies, designate viewing areas, and establish evacuation routes. Emergency services. Ensure adequate medical and emergency response teams are on site with the ability to handle various medical scenarios. Communication. Establish clear communication channels among all involved agencies for real-time information sharing and coordination. Number 3, fire safety and emergency response. Fire inspections. Conduct thorough fire safety inspections of all venues to identify potential hazards and ensure compliance with safety regulations. Evacuation plans. Develop detailed evacuation plans for each venue, considering multiple scenarios and ensuring accessibility for all attendees. Firefighting equipment. Ensure fire extinguishers, hydrants, and other firefighting equipment are strategically placed and functional. Fire drills. Conduct regular fire drills involving all personnel and stakeholders to familiarize them with emergency procedures. Number 4, infrastructure and logistics. Temporary structures, if needed. Ensure that temporary structures such as stages, seating, and media meet safety standards and regulations. Traffic management. Collaborate with local authorities and public transportation arrangements, accommodation and facilities. Coordinate with local authorities to provide suitable accommodations, rest areas, and sanitation facilities for attendees and personnel. Number 5, communication and public relations. Information dissemination. Develop a comprehensive communication strategy to provide accurate and timely information to the public, attendees, and media. Public address system. Install and test a reliable public address system for announcements, instructions, and emergency notifications. Media coordination. Designate a media center and establish protocols for media access, interviews, and press conferences. Number 6, contingency planning. Weather considerations. Prepare for various weather conditions such as heavy rain or extreme heat, and have contingency plans in place. Medical emergencies. coordinate with medical teams to handle medical emergencies, including mass casualty incidents, protest and security threats, develop plans to address potential protests, security breaches, or other threats, working closely with law enforcement. Number 7, after event evaluation, debriefing. Conduct post-event debriefings with all involved agencies to review the effectiveness of the plan and identify areas for improvement. Documentation. Compile detailed reports, including incident summaries, lessons learned, and recommendations for future events. Community feedback. Gather feedback from attendees, local residents, and stakeholders to address concerns and improve future planning. Remember that a papal visit involves not only logistical and security considerations, but also the spiritual and emotional impact on attendees. Maintain a respectful and welcoming atmosphere while prioritizing safety and coordination. Adapt this action plan based on the specific details of the papal visit, the resources available. Thank you, sir, and good afternoon once again.